Hello everyone and welcome back to Thimbleweed Park. So in the previous episode, Ray and Reyes arrested Willie T. Wino, the local hobo, for the murder of Boris Schultz. However, of course, that's not the end of the story. Not even near the end, and it's not, obviously, the full picture either. They then went home to their respective constituencies or whatever, and they are gone from the playable character list for now. So we have Dolores, Ransom and Franklin available, and each of those now has new objectives. Practice ASCII tables, talk to Lenore in the library, get the lawyer to read Uncle's will, and so on. We will go and do that. This act is called The Will, and so we will in this episode. This act of the game is quite open and quite it's not really that linear. The narrative of it is not very focused compared to earlier parts, so this may be a somewhat aimless episode overall, but we are going to be working towards various different objectives at this point. So the first thing we're going to do is go and talk to Lenore.
I'm at the staircase. Should I use it?
Fine. Oh no, we've already spoken to Lenore. We might need to exhaust her dialogue to get that part of the thing done. But if we go upstairs in here, there is something that I missed.
I can't help but feel there was something suspicious about Uncle Chuck's death. He was a bit eccentric, but deep down he had always been a caring and thoughtful uncle. But in the last few years, he became obsessed, and more than usual, with that pillow factory. I need to get inside and see if anything in his old office will help me make sense of it all. I owe it to him to find out what happened.
Weird that happened off camera, but that happened because I reselected her on the character selection thing. Because we've started a new part of the game, a new chapter as it were. When you go onto the characters for the first time, they will reappraise their own goals and give you some new objectives. So we can't pick up Chuck's check register, but we can open it, and inside there is a check stub.
It's the stub of a check that was made out to an attorney, Brant Balawick. Payment in full for will and reading.
Cool. So that's the guy we need to get here in order to read the will. And that guy is at ThimbleCon 87, which is like the geek convention which is happening over at the hotel. So next up we are going to the hotel. We need to get into ThimbleCon. And we'll go in here and we'll see what we can do about getting in there. So it's in the conference room over to the right hand side of this area.
I wonder what the guest is up to now.
Just up there. That's something else. A dragon. Hello.
None shall pass without showing me their ticket first. Oh, and welcome to ThimbleCon, of course.
How can I get a ticket?
The radio is doing a competition to win tickets. You could try your luck by calling up when they announce it.
Well, alright then. Win tickets to ThimbleCon. So we have to get the radio to give us tickets. Now, we haven't been to the radio station yet, but we'll go there now. And the radio is called K-Scum, which of course is a reference to Scum, the original engine which powered Maniac Mansion. And over here
It's a rare working Phonetron 3000. They can handle hundreds of phone calls.
Cool. So, what we have to do is call up the radio station and win the quiz to get tickets.
I can't believe I got over again. What did I do to deserve this treatment? All I wanted to do was entertain people and make them laugh at the stupidity of stupid people. I feel like there's a lesson in all of this, but you, I'm Ransom the Clown. It's all that Franklin's fault. He was gonna talk to Chuck about putting my new high-tech Ransom the Clown license dolls into production at the old pillow factory. Then he flaked out. He's probably in Mexico skinny dipping with my ex-wife. Okay, I need to break into that pillow factory and see if my prototype Ransom the Clown doll is still in there. My comeback depends on it. You!
Well, alright then. Let's just switch to Franklin now and see if he has anything to say as well.
Oh, I'm, really dead. It's just starting to, sink in. I'm never gonna hold my Dolores again. I never told her how proud I was of her for getting that job designing games. I was, too afraid of what Chuck would think. Now I'm dead. I don't remember who killed me or why I'm trapped in this hotel. I need to find a way to escape from here. There has to be a way out. A magical book or a spell. Oh, Franklin, now you're going insane. That only works in games.
Luckily we're in one, right? So, a magical book or spell. We know that there is an occult bookstore in the town. So, just get that. So let me see. So we need to get into Thimblecon. What we'll do actually first is, as Ransom, we will go to the old circus. And remember that we had picked up the joke book and there were several pages which had fallen out of the joke book, and one of them came out of the window, went out the window like in Monkey Island 2. We're going to get that back right now. We just need to push this.
That's as far to the left I can move it. They'll have to push it to move it to the right.
Okay.
I need to be higher to jump on it. You! I'm not gonna jump on that without a spotter. Safety first.
Okay, he needs someone to spot him, so the only human companion we have at the moment is Dolores, so we'll send her over here. And just as long as she's in the area, that's enough. And it's stuck on there on the aerial.
Got it.
Nice.
Got the page stuck back into the joke book. Got the page stuck back into the joke. Got the page stuck back in. Got the page stuck back into the joke book.
There you go.
It's my joke book in perfect condition. If you don't mind hamster crap.
Okay, nice. So, next we need to go... we haven't been to the abandoned factory yet. Obviously, all of their objectives are leaning towards going in there. So, we will see what we need to do to get in.
It's a locked gate. It's a padlock and chain keeping the gate closed. The future used to be a wonderful thing. Foreclosed by order of Safely First Savings. And in small print it says, For inquiries, contact Safely First Savings, probate executor of this property.
Alright then. So next we are going to, well, Safely First Savings is the bank which was closed before, but is now a new location which we can access. Just here.
It says we're out at the old abandoned pillow factory. Back soon.
Oh no, we can't
Safely's
access
first
it quite
savings
yet.
Manager, Mr. El Palo.
So we can't access it quite yet. But we can get there shortly. So let's switch back.
Pizza!
Oh yes, this guy.
Pizza, pizza! You want a free pizza coupon? Wink, wink.
What's the deal with the pizza coupon?
You want a free pizza coupon? Wink, wink.
Okay, but what do I get with it?
A coupon?
Do we know each other?
Wait a second. You look familiar. Weren't we in freshman chem class together? What's your name?
Dolores.
I know who you are. You're Dolores Edmond. You and your Uncle Chuck were working on mind control Ray to remove our free will before he died.
Yikes!
Don't play dumb with me. I know you put bugs in our pillows. You'll never take me alive! Ah!
Well, alright then. Take a pizza flyer. Movietron movie rental. Only pizza in town. Thimbleweed pizza. Drop by our secret meeting. Don't touch the electric fence. 178371. And now, if we go out here, there is the trailhead over here. And this is where Chet was heading to. A place of interest, certainly. And there goes Mr. Spock. Very mysterious. This is a maze just like the forest in Monkey Island. Secret of Monkey Island on Melee Island. And one thing we can do, while I remember about it, is we can go over here. If we go to the end of A Street, we can have a look in the occult bookshop, which we haven't been in before.
Here goes nothing. I'm checking in.
Certainly, Abu. Here is your room key.
Not long now. I'd like to check in, please.
Certainly, Abu. Here is your room key.
Well, alright then, so they're back. And they don't have any new objectives.
You have one new message. Message 1.
Hola, soy mamá. ¿Recuerdas la vieja promesa que me hiciste sobre papá? He enviado un paquete a recepción. Es vital para nuestro plan. Come bien, llámeme pronto. Estoy preocupada. Un beso.
No more new messages. You have one new message. Message 1.
You know who this is? You must be close to achieving our goal. We sent a package to the front desk for you. It is required for the next stage. Sayonara.
No more new messages.
So they're doing the same sort of secret mission in parallel here.
Here's your package, boo.
Thank you. Oh, this is just great. Is that you, Reyes?
No, I'm not Reyes.
Drop the act. That's the worst disguise I've ever seen.
Then I guess you haven't looked in the mirror lately.
Touché.
What are you doing back in town? I knew something was up with you.
Same here, Sherlock. I don't think either of us were being honest.
I think it's time we came clean and told the truth about why we're in Thimbleweed Park.
You first.
Okay. I'm investigating the old pillow factory fire that killed my father.
I was wondering why you kept asking about the fire. I figured it was just some perverted pyro fetish.
My father was a security guard there.
How old were you?
I was only 5. Do you like adventure games?
Not really. They are too slow, and often contain overly contrived stories that make no sense.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
That said, clearing your dad's name is a very noble cause. I'm sorry I've given you such a hard time.
I need to get into that factory. I'm sure there is evidence in there that will clear his name. Now, why are you really here?
Well, I'm here to find the secrets to the Pillow Factory AI for the NSA. It involves top secret national security.
That's pretty important.
Sounds like we both need to get into the Pillow Factory.
Let's work together on this one.
Total honesty.
Wow. National security. That's some heavy NSA stuff.
Let's split up. It will go faster.
Good idea.
Sir, I have a package, boo, for you.
Intriguing stuff. So now we have all the characters back again, and they all basically have the objective of getting into that pillow factory. However, we're going to focus on Dolores for now, and
the future is never written.
Well, thank you. So let's focus on getting into ThimbleCon first of all. And we need to, of course, call the radio station. Now we have these guys back again. Ray has a cell phone, which we can use, but we need to go and find the phone book. I think there's one on this street. Yes, there is. So what we're looking for here is the radio station, which was K-Scum. There it is. K-Scum Radio 7286.
All circuits are busy. Please try again later.
Okay, so all the lines are jammed up with callers. So what we need to do now is send Dolores out to the radio station. And over to the Phonetron, and she can use her tube puller on this.
KSCUM's phone system is now out of order.
And then again.
KSCUM's phone system is now rebooting.
So the phone system is rebooted, so it means we can now get through.
Hello, caller. You're live on KSCUM.
Hello.
Correctly answer 2 out of 3 questions to win 4 ThimbleCon 87 tickets. Your first question is, which volcano erupted in 1980? That's correct. Here's your second question. What television event drew an estimated 750 million viewers worldwide? You got it right! And your final question, where were the much boycotted 1980 Summer Olympic Games held? Nope, that's not right. Let's see how you did. You got 2 out of 3. Close enough for a win. You win 4 ThimbleCon 87 tickets. You can pick them up at the Edmond Hotel front desk. What's your name?
My name.
Thank you, and congratulations. Now back to our regularly scheduled hostile takeover of the airwaves.
Cool. So there are absolutely tons of questions about the 80s pop culture that it picks randomly from them. Last time I played this, I had questions about Maniac Mansion, other things. It's really good. For some reason, I didn't know that Olympics question, even though I do have a fairly encyclopedic knowledge of 1980s. We got the ThimbleCon tickets anyway, so now as Dolores, we'll go over to the hotel. And the names that you can give to pick up the tickets are also randomised. I had LeChuck last time.
Hello, Dolores. How lovely to see you today. How may I be a boo of service?
There should be some ThimbleCon tickets in my nickname.
Yes, I do have tickets from the K-Scum-A-Boo trivia contest. What nickname-a-boo are the tickets under, please?
K-Scum-A-Boo. Kate Capsize, that's another one. A Monkey Island reference.
Ah, yes. Here's your nickname-a-boo on the list. How else may I be a boo of service?
I'm going to check out the beautiful lobby.
Goodbye. Have a nice evening, a-boo.
Goodbye.
Here's my ticket.
Thank you. I'll take the tickets for your friends while you're here. Saves time so you can live long and prosper.
We're in. There's Brant. He's the lawyer who we need to read the will. There is there's a computer fair thing here about adventure games, and Ron Gilbert, Gary Winnick and David Fox, the developers of this game, are randomly generated here.
Ugh, I'd love to talk to him, but I'm too shy. What with him being famous and all.
I met Ron Gilbert a couple of months ago, and I was very shy about meeting him. But he was super sweet, and he was so humble. Like, there was no pretension of fame about him at all. He was actually just quite a shy, normal, unassuming dude who was super, super sweet to me. And so yeah, I do have to give him a shout out. Not just for developing this awesome game, but also just for being a decent human being.
It's a puzzle dependency chart. The secret to adventure game design.
Nice. Corey and Corey. Ransom the Jerk alike contest. Anyway.
Do you need some cosplay advice? Oh, hi Dolores. What brings you back to Thimbleweed Park?
I need you to read Uncle Chuck's will.
Chuck never paid me to read his will. My fee was $15,000 and I didn't see a cent of that money.
I'm sure he must have paid you. It's not like Uncle Chuck to forget something like that.
Unless I see proof, I won't believe it. How else can I help you, Dolores?
Bye.
See you later, Dolores. What good is a check stub? It doesn't prove anything. I'd need the actual canceled check as proof.
Well, alright, we can arrange that. The bank should now be open, I believe. There we go.
I should wait until he's off the phone.
What's with all the heavy breathing and moaning? These obscene phone calls are getting annoying. Yes, how can I help you, Miss Edmond?
Can you help me with this check stub?
Oh yes, this handwriting brings back a flood of memories. Too bad about Mr. Edmond. He was such a wonderful man.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, how can I help you?
I need a copy of the check that goes with this stub.
Yes, I believe I kept all of Mr. Edmond's canceled checks right here. Here it is.
Thank you.
Hello, Safely First Savings.
Nice. Back we go. To the hotel. And into ThimbleCon 87.
I wonder what the guest is up to now.
That spying hotel manager, we will deal with what he's doing in a little bit.
I have a canceled check for you. It clearly says that you were paid by Uncle Chuck to read the will.
That it does. My apologies. I'll go to the mansion right away.
What a piece of shit. Okay, and back we go to the mansion. And we should now be able to get somewhere with this bloody will reading.
I see we are all here now. Excellent. Before we can proceed with the reading of the will, Chuck Edmund has 3 stipulations. 1. Thimbleberry pie must be served to all present. 2. The reading of the will must take place in Chuck's opulent tomb. 3. Crack the encryption on this will.
Let me see that. Oh, it's all ones and zeros. Dolores, you figure it out.
It is all ones and zeros. Clearly, it's in binary. Uncle Chuck was being clever. Maybe too clever.
Okay, so the will is in binary.
This is all in binary. Should be easy to write a program to convert it to ASCII so I can read the will.
Cool. So we just need to convert it into ASCII on Dolores' computer. So we'll go upstairs to her room. Her state-of-the-art Commodore 64. We'll pick up the graphics basic. Use that in the computer.
My Commodore 64 is now supercharged with graphics basic. It's working. Whoever created graphics basic has a brilliant career ahead of them. I'm sure I converted the binary properly. Now it's all in hex. It must be encoded. I need to find the key to decode it. Maybe if I could remember Uncle Chuck's lucky number. He used it to win the lottery a few years back.
So, we need to get his lucky number, and this took me ages to figure out, even though it's really not that difficult. Where we need to go is back to A Street. And then into the newspaper, Nickel News place. Well, that was creepy. And here we see there is a paper. There are several newspapers around here, but this one says Chuck Edmund wins $1 million in Quickie Pal Lotto. We will look at this. And his lucky number is 58. I believe that's probably random each time. And we'll go back to the mansion. Back to the mansion! And back up to Dolores' room. Should be able to finish the program now.
Let's see. I decoded it from binary and got a bunch of hex numbers. Knowing Uncle Chuck, he would have encrypted the will using the unbreakable exclusive OR and using his lucky number as the key. Okay. Here goes.
Okay, so we just need to use the choose the things which narrow it down to the number we got, which is 58. So less than 100. Even. Ends with an 8. Starts with an odd number. Starts with a 5.
The rest of the bits are irrelevant to cryptography. I'll just bitwise hand them away. I did it.
Cool, so there we go. I, Charles Edmund, being of sound mind and body, do hereby declare this, my last will and testament, revoking any and all wills previously made by me. I declare that I am making this last will and testament of my own will, being under no threat of coercion or duress of no other human being. I am of free mind and body. I declare that I have no children, natural or adopted. I have a single brother, Franklin, and he has 2 offspring, Lenore and Dolores. I hereby appoint Brant Bellawick, JD, as executor of my will and direct that he serve without bond. This will is executed under the laws and jurisdiction of Thimbleweed County, and all claims and forfeitures will be in accordance with its laws as on the year 1987. It is my desire that the following will be something 5 days of my death. Cool. So we have the will decoded.
I did it. It's totally decoded now. I'll give it back to Mr. Bellawick.
Let's go and give it to him.
Here's the decoded will, Mr. Bellawick.
Let me see. You've done it, Dolores. One of Chuck's 3 stipulations is now fulfilled. The will is decoded. We still need a thimbleberry pie, and then we'll meet inside Chuck's opulent tomb.
Excellent. That's another objective down. So I'm going to end this episode here, and next time we will carry on with various different things and objectives and see where we get to. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Thimbleweed Park, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Take care, my friends, and goodbye.